Good morning, everybody. I'd like to begin by doing our land acknowledgement. So we are gathered on the lands of the Blackfoot people of the Canadian Plains and pay respect to the Blackfoot people past, present, and future, while recognizing and respecting their cultural heritage, beliefs, and relationship to the land. Lethbridge is also home to the Métis Nation of Alberta Region 3, Oki and welcome. So thank you. Nice to see we have some people with us today. The first item is the superintendent evaluation report, and at this point I'd like for us to move into camera. So looking for a motion to move into camera. Craig, and those in favor?
Can we have discussion on moving in camera?
Sure.
Seeing as we have a number of people here, I'd like to hear why they're here and what they have to say before we move into camera, which could be hours before we ever get back to them. So that would be my preference, is that we get to hear why they're here before we move into camera.
Okay, so others on comment regarding moving into camera? This is okay. Others? Okay, so we will go to a vote on that. Those in favor of moving into camera? And those opposed? Okay, so at this point, our agenda is in regards to the superintendent evaluation. We don't have a format for us to have a public forum. So Tyler, I would ask how you propose to have public forum when that's not part of our process.
I don't know, they just have people here, so I assume they have something to say. So as a public board representative of the people of the community, I would like to hear what they have to say. So I would ask for, I guess, anyone to come forward and relay why they're here. I'm going to assume it has something to do with the superintendent evaluation, which means it's probably information pertinent to what we're going to discuss. So I'd just like to hear it. I don't know how it's going to be done formally, but.
And may I just suggest that the parameter would stick to a regular public forum, they'd have a maximum of 5 minutes to speak, should they choose to speak.
Okay, so other public that wanted to make a public forum didn't know that that was an opportunity, is that correct? Would be a good assumption to make. So as a board, I think we need to make a decision whether we're looking to open this to public forum, and then we can proceed with opening it to public forum. Jenny?
I just have a couple questions. In following regular process for public forum, we're typically limited to 15 minutes.
Oh, thank you.
Which would only give, so maybe we should reduce those minutes, the 5 minutes, to allow fair opportunity. And then my other question is, what has been made public? So, like, what in the superintendent evaluation has been made public to allow for a discussion with the public?
So a superintendent evaluation is a private document. The only thing that is made public is the approval of the report.
So at this point, we have no information that we released to the public.
In regards to superintendent evaluation, that's correct. And it'd be a personnel matter. So I would actually like to look to our governance expert. And I think that we need some further direction and potentially some legal direction in the fact that this is a personnel matter, having a superintendent.
The only thing you would ask, if you're indulging the guests to speak, is they were speaking to the content of the meeting, that was special meeting that was posted, and that's what you'd be asking them to. It has nothing to they don't necessarily talk to the actual evaluation, but they could speak to the content of why they're here, I guess, is really what you'd ask them, is why you're here based on what we've posted as the subject of the meeting.
Okay, so going forward, we have policy in place. So can you please advise us as to the policy that we have in place that would honor people coming to our board meetings on a regular basis that wish to speak?
So we have the public forum piece.
Yep.
That gives them 5 minutes. The board can indulge in a board meeting to have the public speak, and it's up to 5 minutes is the speaking that you're allowed. We allow a time on our regular meetings for it, but there's always a time for public to speak for 5 minutes, and there's no response and that sort of thing. It would be no different this is a public meeting. and you've got people here to speak, you could say, okay, we wish at what time, you've chosen now to do it before you're in camera as a vote, you can have them then speak in accordance with that procedure.
Great.
So, let me just get this straight. The only thing that the public can comment on is the meeting. They cannot comment on the evaluation because that's a personal matter, which is going to be discussed in camera. And basically, the only thing we have publicly is the vote on accepting the,
They can speak to the content of the memo that went out
okay,
in the board meeting, and the memo speaks to a superintendent's report. They can only talk high level because they don't know what's in the report,
Exactly.
so really but they can talk to why they're here,
okay,
because they're here for that reason, right?
Right.
It's the only item.
So just in reading policy regarding our special meeting policy, does everybody have a copy of that or can access?
I'm hearing the policy, so.
Sorry, I didn't.
204.3.
Thank you.
Personally, in my opinion, is if the board by majority of vote wants to hear the public at the meeting, there should be no reason why they shouldn't be able to speak as long as they're within terms of the public forum 5 minutes.
So I don't have an issue with public speaking. What I have issue with is that it wasn't open to everybody to have opportunity.
It was a public meeting.
It is a public meeting, but the public had no idea that that there would be public forum. So Jenny,
Do we need to just amend the agenda to add public forum?
if you'd like to make an amendment, you can. Jenny,
I'll make an amendment. What's the wording?
Just what you said.
Can I make an amendment to add a 15-minute public forum to this meeting?
so there's a motion on the floor, Christina. We don't need
Don't
seconds.
use
Yeah.
that.
Okay, so comments in regards to adding public forum to the agenda. So again, I will speak against this. I have no issue hearing from our public, but I do feel that if we ever are to hear from our public, it would be an opportunity that everybody would have opportunity to be able to address things if they wish to, if they wish to open things to the public. So I will be voting against this. Any further comments? Christine?
I think this group of individuals has seen the announcement, it's been on social media, it's been on our website. It's a public meeting, everybody has access to a public meeting, so I see no problem with allowing, even though it's not on this particular agenda, we weren't necessarily anticipating people attending either, right? But I think it's important to allow our public and especially our employees a voice. And I think it's important to understand the why as to why they're here. So I'll be in support of this.
So those that are joining us online, do you have access to speak publicly? Okay. Any further comment? Jenny?
Is it possible to give them that access? So people aren't joining us online?
They are not able to have access to provide any public.
We're not live streaming? We're posting it.
Or posting it after, yeah, just for the whole,
Oh,
for the
that's
whole process.
a little more tricky to me as well.
Well, prior to we posting live stream, anytime we had a meeting, it's always open to the public could always attend. It didn't matter if we live streamed or not. So, I don't think
Because
that's.
typically a board doesn't allow just to have forum, to have conversations. So. Okay, seeing no further discussion, those in favor of adding public forum to the agenda? And those opposed? And that's carried. So at this point, we'll move into having public forum. So in total, you have 15 minutes to speak. So we'll put that now. Do they need to go to the mic in order for it to be?
Stand or a chair?
Did you-
Whatever's more
Did you say stand on my chair?
Stand or
I was chair, yes.
Babe, could you move that corner chair to the end of this table, and then it's not so awkward? And then that's a natural sitting space, that would be great. Thank you, thank you.
Okay, so I just have a statement that is written on behalf of everyone who's here
Point
today.
of order?
Yes, we need your name
Okay,
and your information, and then you can go into it.
sure. So I'm Erin Herkett, and speaking on behalf of the people who are here today in the public forum. And I hope the content of this follows the guidelines. If it doesn't, just anyone can stop me and let me know what I need to redirect or clarify. So it is our understanding that at the June 27th board meeting, a motion to approve Cheryl Gilmore's evaluation was defeated. We are here in support of the renewal of Cheryl's contract and would like the board to know that we have nothing but utmost respect for the ways in which Cheryl supports ourselves and our school division. Cheryl meets and exceeds all areas of the CAS leadership quality standard, giving priority to student learning, professional capacity building, and visionary leadership. It is rare to work with a superintendent who understands quality teaching and optimal learning to the extent that Cheryl does. The past 2 years have been challenging in many ways. We appreciate Cheryl's ability to consider all perspectives and to make difficult decisions, even in the midst of the variety of wants and needs. Cheryl conducts herself with integrity, is open to dialogue, and always willing to reflect. In this way, she has built sincere and trusting relationships with our leadership team. It is our hope that the board thoroughly considers the progress and achievements our division has made under Cheryl's leadership. We ask that discussion in relation to the evaluation be made transparent and that further information from school administrators be sought if necessary. We appreciate your time and trust that decisions about Cheryl's evaluation be made with the best interest of student learning and well-being in mind.
Thank you. Is there any further comments? So we appreciate your comments and your feedback. Definitely throughout the superintendent evaluation process, all administrators as well as direct reports were provided opportunity to provide their feedback. So we appreciate you coming forward today as well to emphasize the great qualities that our superintendent does exemplify. So we appreciate that, and we certainly heard your voices through your evaluations while we had that process occur. So thank you very much. Oh, great.
I'm going to go in camera.
Any further discussion on moving into camera? Those in favor? And that's carried. So, okay, so if I can have a motion to move out of camera, Craig would like to make that. Further discussion on that? Those in favor? And that's carried, come out of camera. Now we're back into regular meeting. And somebody have it that they would like to make a motion, or I can certainly go ahead. Okay, so I would like to make the motion after reviewing information in camera at the special meeting of the board on August 3rd, 2022, that the board approve the superintendent evaluation report as developed as an accurate accounting of the superintendent's performance for the period of August 15th, 2021 to June 15th, 2022, and further that the board authorize the chair to make any required technical edits and to sign the report on the board's behalf. And I can email that to you. Perfect. So discussion. Comments? Seeing that, we'll move to a vote. Those in favor? And those opposed? And that's carried. Okay, so thank you everyone for doing that. We do have some more business that we need to take care of, so if I can have somebody make a motion to go into camera again. So Christine, and those in favor? And that's carried. So we are back in camera.